One of the first things that always strikes me when I come to a place like this is its beauty. And I mean, of course, right? You'd have to be a pretty cold sort of person to come to a place like this and not be struck by the beauty and the enormity. And I feel that that's a really good thing. We should go out into nature and feel at awe and feel inspired and feel uplifted and reconnect with the beauty of things, with the beauty of life. But something that I think it's maybe a bit too easy for people to forget, and that's perhaps a bit harder to do, is to look for deliberately, because this isn't something that will just come naturally necessarily. It's something that you have to work with and you have to use your will to achieve. But it's deliberately looking for the beauty in the things that aren't obviously or outwardly beautiful. Very easy to find beauty where it's just smothered all over the place and it's very difficult to ignore. It's a whole other thing and a whole other form of mastery of mind, emotion, and body and psyche to be able to be in a situation that outwardly or immediately or even ongoingly appears to be an ugly one, and then to consciously or direct your consciousness to look for what is beautiful. And this can be situations, it can be places, it can be people. There's always something there. And it's very, very easy to focus on the things that are wrong. It's very, very, very easy to focus on the things that aren't beautiful. But if we do that, if we have that kind of mentality, then we're setting ourselves up to be constantly disappointed. We find ourselves at the whims of other people, at the whim of the place or the situation. And we end up becoming dependent upon other people and good situations, good things or beautiful things, for our sense of inner peace and for our sense of wholeness, for our self-esteem, for our worth, for our belonging, for our sense of security and safety, ease, grace. But it's a whole other thing, and it's something that's really worth aspiring to be able to self-source those qualities. And the way that we learn how to self-source those qualities is it's not about ignoring the beauty. It's not about not preferring beautiful things. Of course, it's natural to want to find yourself in beautiful places and to be surrounded by the kind of people that you find to be beautiful, as long as you're working on yourself so that you become a beautiful kind of person as well, not just expecting everyone else to be great and letting yourself off the hook, expecting it of others and not offering it in return. That's hypocritical. That's not being kind or loving. That's not being deserving of the beauty in the world. So it's not about not preferring beauty or things that are naturally, easily, effortlessly beautiful. That's fine. It's fine to have preferences. But if you're dependent on that, then you're going to be up and down and up and down and up and down, because not all of life is beautiful. And that's one of the beautiful things about life. It is challenging, it is tough, it is rough. There are all sorts of people, and you can't just squirrel and hide yourself away and never deal with the kind of people that you don't find to be beautiful. We have to learn how to get along. We have to learn how to coexist. We have to learn how to champion each other and to uplift each other, and to be championed and uplifted wherever possible as well, whatever form it takes, whoever it is that's offering the upliftment or the championment. And that's how we grow. That's how we evolve. If it was all just easy and beautiful and bliss and lovely and everyone was the perfect kind of person that you specifically like, I mean, you'd be a self-centered narcissist, because the whole universe or your entire universe would revolve around you. So where would be the impetus for you to grow, to explore, to offer something back in return if everything is perfectly built just for you? You're at the center. Because you've got to remember, what is perfect and what is beautiful differs from person to person, as it should. But then it's the role of the individual to create that beauty in their life. And again, it's not always going to come naturally. A lot of the time, it's not going to come naturally. Sometimes it will. Sometimes you'll find yourself in a place like this. Sometimes you'll find yourself surrounded by the sort of person that you find it really easy to get along with and who puts you at ease and who you can have a really good time with. And that's awesome. Celebrate those moments. Use them, take advantage of them, let them fill your heart so that it's overflowing with love, so that when you find yourself in difficult situations or with people that you find it difficult to love or difficult to find the beauty in, you've got such a wellspring of it in your own heart already that it just bubbles over. The love seeks out love. The joy seeks out joy. And where it doesn't naturally find it in its environment, it knows how to create it. It knows how to self-source it. So it doesn't matter how horrendous the situation, and I know that there are some very, very horrendous situations out there, and I'm not saying to put on rose-colored glasses and to see beauty where there is none, and to accept and to tolerate things that are absolutely unacceptable and that shouldn't be tolerated. Part of this process is also empowering yourself to choose the kinds of situations that you enter into, and to learn how to say no to people, to learn how to remove people from your life, to create as much as possible for yourself the kind of life that is uplifting and that is full of love. But when inevitably you find yourself in tricky or difficult situations, what are you going to do about it? If you just get dragged down by it, if you get heavily impacted and affected by it, then you're a slave to it. You're dependent upon it. So if there's someone in your life that's being an asshole and you can't get away from them, or it's not appropriate to get away from them at this time, if them being an asshole turns you into an asshole, or puts you in a bad mood, or drags you down, or you let it impact your world negatively, then they win. The asshole wins. The bully wins when the bully gets to turn you into a bully, or when the bully can cause you to shut down and then they take a higher position than you. So the best way to not let bullies get to you, and to not let assholes affect every part and aspect of your life, and to not be dragged down by every negative or not obviously beautiful situation that you find yourself in, is to be able to be okay no matter where you are. To learn how to be okay no matter where you are. To look for the things that are the same, to look for the things that are beautiful, and to focus attention on those things. There might not be that person. You might just have to tolerate that person being there for however long you're working together, or whatever it is that you're doing together. But you can go within and you can source and you can find a kind of joy and a peace and an equanimity that they can't touch. And that's the thing, we all have free will. No one can actually take your love from you. No one can actually take your joy from you. No one can actually take your peace from you. They're things that we have to choose to give away. And we give them away by judging, by entering into judgment. We give them away by buying into the realities of other people. We give them away by altering our internal state based on what is happening outside of us. So what I'm talking about is an internal state of equanimity. It's not numbed out. It's deeply connected to the love and to the joy that you are self-sourcing within. And then when you get the chance, go and find some beautiful people. Go and put yourself in a beautiful situation. Go and take yourself out into nature and have a bit of a reset. But aim to become not so internally dependent upon things outside of you. Learn how to source it for yourself. Learn how to teach and train yourself how to look for the beauty in the circumstances, the situations, the phenomena, and the people that aren't obviously outwardly beautiful. And it'll bring you deep peace, deep joy, deep equanimity, a deep sense of belonging. And then you can bring your love to people in a truly altruistic and selfless way as well, because you're not dependent upon them. for your love. So you're giving from a full and overflowing bucket. But for now, enjoy this beautiful place with me.